Just Gemini energy. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Universal Crystals. Today we're going to be talking about the meaning of 1111 and why you keep seeing 1111. And we're also going to be talking about the special, epic, legendary day that is today, which is 11/11/22. We've got three master numbers, 11, 11, and 22. This will not be happening for a very long time because it's going to be 2032, 2042, 2052. You get the point. But basically, when you think about the number 11, I want you to think alignment. 11, alignment. 11, alignment. 11 is in lines. The number 11, what is it? It's two ones in the shape of a line. It's lines. So 11, alignment. So when you see 1111, that means you are in, you guessed it, alignment. That means you are in alignment. At least that's what it means for me. When I really see any synchronistic numbers, many times I think that I'm in alignment, but especially 1111. So I've just been thinking about that recently. You know, it's funny how 11 is in lines, 11, alignment, alignment, so it's alignment. I just thought that was pretty interesting, and it's a good way to remember what 1111 should mean. But 1111 can mean whatever you want it to mean, because I want to really make sure you remember that life is neutral. You give things meaning. So when we talk about this 1111 portal, yes, it's epic. Yes, you can make it amazing. I would say use it as an excuse to make a change. But I'm sure there's some monk somewhere or somebody somewhere that's enlightened or whatever that's feeling amazing and blissed out every day of their life. And if you told them, oh, it's actually because today is 11/11/22, you didn't know? They would feel like, what? I feel like this every day. It doesn't matter. So remember that. You give things the meaning. And there's plenty of people who don't believe in this stuff that are having a terrible day, and they do not want to hear anything about your little astrology, numerology BS. So you have to be aware of that. But just give things the meaning that you choose to give it. That's how life is. You're always going to have different points of view, and that is what's great about life. But you know, a placebo effect can sometimes play a role into things like crystals, things like astrology, numerology, whatever. But things like crystals, Nikola Tesla talked about the power of vibration and energy is real. People have done studies on astrology, numerology, whatnot. You do your own astrology and numerology reading. Many times you'll find it is very accurate, but sometimes we pick and choose the things out of that we want to be like, oh yeah, that's me. And then these other traits we use as like an excuse to act a certain way, like, oh, I'm just a Gemini, that's why I'm acting this way. Just Gemini energy. But I've tried not to be like that, you know, but just be aware. Just be aware. Not saying that it's not valid, but I'm saying sometimes we can get caught up in these things and not really focus on the fact that this is just a reflection of us, this universe, and seeing 1111 showing that you are in alignment is just a reflection of your own being within. So just remember that today. Synchronicity can also happen in many forms. It doesn't just have to be these numbers. But for 1111 specifically, you can also, you know, it doesn't have to be that you're in alignment. It can be that you need to get back on track. So many times for me, synchronicity in all numbers is just like telling me to get back on track. If I'm doing something that I know I shouldn't be doing or feels out of alignment, I see 1111. It's like, oh, yeah, probably shouldn't be doing this. So it just depends. Everyone's different. It depends. I don't like to assign specific meanings to specific angel numbers too often, because I like to just, when I see any of them, I'm normally thinking something positive, unless I'm actually taking an action that I know is out of alignment and it kind of sets me back on track. Normally it's like you're on the right path. Like even when bad things happen, like when I got in a car accident a while back, someone rear-ended me, and when I ended up calling the cops, I had to. It was like 444. Little things like that. It could be a negative situation, but you see these numbers, and you're like, oh, it's weird. And it's weird how after you have a spiritual awakening, or you come across spiritual information, or you start to go through like a period, like an interesting period in your life, where you may be like having an identity crisis or something, or like starting to realize your true nature as pure consciousness, and not identifying with the body as much, and kind of getting out of your mind, you'll start to see these synchronicities, and the more you start to follow your passion, you'll start to see more and more. I've started to make videos more recently, and I've just been seeing numbers like crazy, and like, not that I don't normally, but you'll notice it starts to ramp up. You'll start to notice it more. When you start to notice it more, you'll create more of that. And yes, again, this plays in placebo effect again. Why are you noticing these numbers? Because you want to see them. But why not? Why not want to see them? Because sometimes I'm not trying to see them at all, and it just happens. So, everyone has their own perspective on this stuff, but I do know that 11/11/22 is a very epic date. This is a portal that could be life-changing. It could be nothing. The choice is yours. So if you want to see me talk about synchronicity more, I'm going to have a video coming up on the screen at the end of the video that you can click on. I've also got the higher self meditation as well as a Moldavite giveaway, and I'll be doing more crystal giveaways and other stuff in the future. I love you all. Today's a special day. Universal crystals forever. I don't know what this hand sign is. Universal crystals forever. Hopefully that's not like gonna get me canceled. Universal crystals forever. Click on the video to watch me talk about synchronicity.